name is Fiorella. I'm from the Virginia Poison Control Center. We are here to talk about some prevention for children. Feel free to introduce you. We have two great speakers today.
Hi, I'm Susie Johnson, and I'm from the National Capital Poison Center. We serve Northern Virginia.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen Wenger. The Blue Ridge Poison Center is in Charlottesville, but we serve 54 counties all the way up to Winchester and all the way down to Danville and South Boston and everything west of that.
Well, that's good that we are talking like what areas to serve. So the Virginia Poison Center, although it has the name, Virginia, and it actually covers, Central Virginia, Richmond, the Tidewater area, Northern Neck area. But what we wanted to do today is really just to give some tips for parents and caregivers of children that are younger than 6 years old. So the reason we're doing this is because almost half of our calls have to do with small children. But the good thing is that 99% of the time things are unintentional. But what does that mean? That means that we can actually prevent poisonings from happening. So we're really excited. Hopefully you get some of our prevention tips, and we're going to do a trivia game first. And just remember, pay attention and feel free to share this information.
All right. We're going to start with our very first question, and we'll give you a few seconds to think about it before we show you the answer. If you want, you can type your answer in the comments to see how you do. But if you want to keep your answers to yourself, that's okay also. All right, Susie, what's our first question? Which is worse, drinking a spoonful of household bleach or drinking a spoonful of vape juice? What do you think? All right, let's see the answer. How many of you got that right? Drinking a spoonful of vape juice. Now, please let me explain. It's not safe to drink bleach. Don't go out there and say that the Blue Ridge Poison Center lady told you it was okay to drink bleach. It's not. But if you drank just a spoonful of bleach, it's very likely that your injury will be really small. So you'll probably have some mouth irritation or stomach and throat irritation. You might even vomit. But drinking a spoonful of vape juice is way, way more serious, and it's because of the nicotine content. The nicotine in vape juice is so highly concentrated that even a teaspoon could be enough to harm a small child. And I'm sad to report that there have been a couple of deaths in the country to very young children who got into a spoonful or so of vape juice from an adult's vaping device or the refill bottle. So to prevent this, make sure that you keep any vape products up high out of the sight and reach of children. And this includes if you keep them in your purse or backpack, make sure that you store those items in a really safe place. All right, hope you learned something there. I'm going to toss this to Susie for the next question.
Awesome. So our next question is another which is worse. This time, which is worse, swallowing a button battery or a disc battery, which you can see in the top photo, or swallowing a silica gel desiccant packet? All right. I'll give you 5 more seconds. Okay, the answer is swallowing a button battery. So button batteries are found in watches and key fobs and remote controls and toys and so many more. And these batteries are so dangerous because they can get stuck in the esophagus and they can cause severe burns and other complications within only a few hours. So never leave batteries sitting out or anywhere that's available to children. And check all your household devices like toys and remotes and anything else, and make sure that the battery compartment is securely closed. That means taped or screwed on, or any way to make sure that children don't get into that.
Thanks, Susie. Before we go to Fiorella for the next question, I see that we have a question from a viewer. It's a great one. Is drinking a spoonful of vape juice more dangerous than vaping the equivalent amount? The answer is yes. When you inhale the vapor that is produced in a vaping device or an e-cigarette, the concentration of nicotine that is able to get into your body is a lot smaller. Still not good for you, okay, but it's a lot smaller, so it's not going to be as harmful. That's a great question, Paul. Thank you for asking that. Okay, Fiorella, what's our third question?
All right. Okay, so nationwide, how often does a child under 6 years old go to the hospital, ER, because he or she got into medicine? The answer might surprise you. Okay, I think we are gonna go ahead and share the answer, Cece. Yes, it's every 9 minutes. If you think about it, that is pretty often. And this is obviously a nationwide statistic, but this is a big deal. And the majority of the time, it only took less than a couple of minutes that a parent perhaps was distracted, and the child got into a medicine bottle, and they do end up in the ER. So the first thing to do, and always remember, is store safely stored products like this one, medicine, but also anything that can be poisonous, really.
Right, cleaning products, pesticides,
Cosmetics.
all that. Yep. Button batteries.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot in the home that can be poisonous to children.
All right.
Ready for our next question?
Yeah, question number 4.
Okay.
A 2-year-old child, oh wait, is this me? Yeah, a 2-year-old child eats a wild mushroom. It might be poisonous. Should you try to make her throw up? Yes or no? What do you think? All right, let's let them know. The answer is, drum roll. The answer is no. This is probably surprising. A lot of people assume that if something harmful goes down, then if you make the harmful thing come back up again, then that should be fine. Unfortunately, it's a lot more complicated than that. And many, many studies have shown that making someone vomit doesn't do as good of a job as you might think of ridding their body of the poison. And also it could, in some cases, cause even more harm, especially if someone swallowed something caustic and then they throw it up. That's going to burn their throat and their esophagus on the way down as well as back on the way up. So the best thing to do if you're in that situation, don't make someone throw up. Call the poison center. We're going to talk more about the poison center in a little bit, but call the poison center and we will tell you what the appropriate thing to do is. All right. Susie, we have, I think you're next, right? With question number 5.
Also want to shout out Michelle for getting that one right. Great job. And for anyone else watching, put your answers in the comments. We'd love to see your participation. All right, next question. True or false? Essential oils are completely safe because they are made with all natural ingredients.
I love this question.
We know you do.
All right, put your answers in the comments. Let's see. Ooh, Rachel says false. All right, let's check it out.
I think Rachel's onto something.
I think so. Rachel is correct. The answer is false, and Michelle's correct too. Yes, so this is a common misconception. Just because something is natural does not make it safe. Essential oils are made from plant parts and are used in perfumes or air fresheners and many other products. And some have been used as medicine traditionally, like in the past as well. And because of that, many people think that they're safe, they're harmless, but that's not true. Some oils can be very poisonous. They can cause rashes on the skin, or they can be poisonous if swallowed. For example, oil of wintergreen is used in some pain relieving creams to be used on the skin, but if it's swallowed, it can be very dangerous. And camphor oil is another example of a poisonous essential oil that can cause seizures and even death. So if you're going to use essential oils, be sure to follow the instructions carefully and use them only as directed. And if you have any questions about essential oils, you can always call the Poison Center and get some more information as well. All right, great job. I think we're on to our last question.
We are. Okay. What is the best way to protect young children from poisoning? People ask me this all the time. What do you think it is? Tell them all household products stored under the sink are off limits. Store all products up high where young children can't see or reach, or only buy products that taste bad. What's the best way? Oh, that's a good question, Rachel. We'll get to that in just a second. All right, let's show them the answer. Dun, dun, dun. Unfortunately, even with your best coaching, children under the age of 6 cannot be relied upon to leave things alone if you tell them that they're off limits. If you mark them in some way with a big red X or something, that doesn't always work. And this is really interesting, but just because something tastes bad does not necessarily mean that a toddler is not going to drink it anyway. And if any of you out there have ever spent time around a toddler, I bet you have a story about something disgusting that your toddler has eaten. So you could probably vouch for me on this one. So there really is no better way to protect young children than by making sure that they can explore and play in their environment safely. And that means the adults in their life have to store everything that could be harmful up high where they can't see it and can't reach it. And I don't know about you, but when I was a little kid, I was a climber. So if you have a little climber in your family, you might think they can't reach it, but be careful because maybe they can pull a chair up to a countertop or climb up onto the top of a cabinet. So you may want to also add additional protection of a lock just in case. All right. Rachel wants to know about, are these oils often used in lotion you can buy at the store? Do you want to take that, Susie, since that was your question?
Sure. I don't know if I can speak for all products, but yes, essential oils are used in lotions or other like cosmetic products, in makeup too. And so, yeah, it's just important to be careful that you're keeping these products outside of the reach and sight of children. And going back to protecting kids from poisonings, I think it's also important to bring up the myth of childproof.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, we have child-resistant packaging, and that can help delay children getting into medications, but that is not something to depend on because kids are way smarter than we think. And many children are able to open child-resistant packaging, despite what we may think. So don't let that fool you into thinking your products are safe.
Yep, it's child-resistant, not child-proof. Hey, you know what one product is that has essential oils in it that can be really dangerous is sports cream. So there are many different brands. Bengay comes to mind. There's other, Icy Hot, I think, is another one. Yeah. So they often have essential oils in them or other ingredients that make your sore muscles feel great when you rub them on your skin. But if a small child swallowed a couple of teaspoons of it, which they might do because these products smell kind of minty, like candy, that could actually be quite harmful. So
I'm putting the infographic up right now.
Okay.
This is what you should know about storing medicine up high, and I put it right here. So let me see.
Oh, is this a Safe Kids graphic?
Yes.
We love Safe Kids. Shout out to Safe Kids.
So if you can go on that link, you should be able to see it. And again, is the graphic that you can see, maybe other types of poisonings, but mainly this one is specifically for medicine and what to do and how to store your medicine. And that's what we recommend: up high, away from kids, and preferably locked. So let's see, put it right here. Okay, so any last thoughts? We are done with the trivia portion of things, but any last thoughts that we can share with our viewers?
Yeah, feel free if you have any more questions, either about something that we discussed or any other questions about preventing poisonings for children, please type them into the comments and we will answer them.
While people are doing that, Fiorella, do you want to talk about the raffle and what people can do if they want us to send them a free poisoning prevention kit?
Yes, so let me go ahead. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to post it would be a link to a survey, a very quick one, and you can put in your information. You'll be entered into a raffle. Hopefully you'll win. And this is for anyone that just lives in Virginia. That's it. So if you're viewing from outside of Virginia, sorry, you can hopefully learn some prevention tips. But again, it's just for Virginia residents. And Kristen, remind me again until when is the survey available for?
So in case you're watching this as a recording instead of live, which by the way, we hope all of you will share this recording with everyone. If you know anyone who has young children's best interest at heart, then please share the video. But the link will be active until 5 p.m. next Thursday, May 13th. So you have an entire week to enter the raffle, and we will do the drawing on Friday the 14th, and we will alert the winner on Friday the 14th. So when you enter the raffle, you'll also have the opportunity to check whether or not you want us to send you a free poisoning prevention kit for your home. So I hope that you will order one of those. And yes, we can only send a prize and send information to people in Virginia. But if you're watching this and you're not from Virginia, you have a poison center that covers your region. So you can call the toll-free number and ask for the educator at your poison center. And I'm sure they'll be happy to send you some information or materials if you want them. Oh, that's a great question. That's kind of an old wives' tale that we don't recommend. We don't recommend giving anybody milk or anything else if someone swallows something harmful. The best thing to do is call the poison center. Sometimes the nurse or the pharmacist who answers the phone will tell you if a child got into something to give them a little snack because whatever they got into might irritate their mouth. But let our specialist tell you that first, because not everything can be solved by that. So the best thing to do is call the poison center. You get a person on the phone immediately who is a trained healthcare provider who will tell you what to do. That's a great segue to, I think Susie has a few comments about poison centers that she's going to share with us. Keep typing in your questions, though, if you have them.
Yeah,
yes, that was a great question. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. Fiorella, can you pull up the slides again?
Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect. So to wrap up, I wanted to kind of summarize everything that we've talked about today. First of all, safe storage of medicines and household products and batteries. Make sure that those are out of reach and out of sight of children, whether that's putting it up high, locking it away, any way that you can make sure that those are not accessible. Next, reading product and medication labels to make sure that they're using them properly and in the right amounts. And natural doesn't always mean safe. So make sure that you're reading labels, make sure that you're checking with your physician or your pharmacist about any medications or any supplements or any other things that you might be using. And don't make your child vomit if they swallow something poisonous. With these tips, you can keep your kids safe. And most importantly, call poison control for any potential poison exposure. You can call even if you're not sure, even if you don't think it's an emergency. So call us at any time. Our phone number is 1-800-222-1222, and that'll send you to your local poison centers. You can call that from anywhere in the United States. Save the number in your phone right now so that you have that anytime you need it. And if you'd like more information about your local poison center, I put the websites for each of our poison centers here. So you can see, and they happen to line up in the same order of our video screens too.
How'd you do that?
But yeah, if you live in Virginia and you'd like to enter the raffle, again, and or receive some free poison control materials like magnets and brochures, be sure to fill out that raffle link, and you have until next Thursday. Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in. This was really fun for us, and we hope that you learned something new and that we'll see you at our future events.
Share the video.
Yes, share the
Thank
video.
you so much, everyone. That was great. I just wanted to say, in case there is a poison and exposure, you call that number. Do not go online or even to our website and try to contact us that way. It's better to just call the number. The websites are for information. Well, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye from Virginia.